Today, we're diving into a topic that's crucial for every household: emergency preparedness. But don't worry, you don't need to drain your bank account to ensure your home is ready for any unexpected situation. In this video, we'll explore 10 practical ways you can prepare your home for emergencies without breaking the bank. Alright, imagine this. It's the middle of the night, a storm is raging outside, and the power suddenly goes out. What's your next move? That's where your emergency supplies checklist comes in handy. Creating an emergency supplies checklist is crucial for preparedness. Start by assessing your family's specific needs, including dietary restrictions, medical requirements, and any unique circumstances such as caring for infants or pets. Make a list of essential items such as water, non-perishable food, first aid supplies, medications, flashlights, batteries, and personal hygiene products. Prioritize purchasing these items based on your budget and available storage space. Consider stocking up gradually over time to spread out the cost. For example, you can buy a few extra cans of food each time you go grocery shopping, or set aside a small amount of money each month specifically for emergency supplies. By planning ahead and being strategic with your purchases, you can build a comprehensive emergency kit without breaking the bank. Now, picture this. You're in the middle of a power outage, and you're rummaging through your cabinets, trying to find a flashlight. But wait, wouldn't it be easier if you had everything you need in one convenient place? That's where your DIY emergency kit comes into play. Let's talk about how you can put together a life-saving kit without breaking the bank. Building your own emergency kit allows you to customize it to fit your family's specific needs while saving money. For instance, you can repurpose items you already have, like backpacks or storage containers, to hold your supplies. Then, supplement with affordable essentials from dollar stores or discount retailers. Items such as first aid supplies, personal hygiene products, and emergency blankets can be purchased inexpensively and added to your kit. Additionally, consider including comfort items like a deck of cards, books, or toys for children to help alleviate stress during emergencies. By assembling your own emergency kit, you not only save money, but also ensure that you have exactly what you need when disaster strikes. Close your eyes and imagine this. You wake up one morning to find that the water supply has been contaminated. Scary, right? But fear not. With the right water storage solutions, you can ensure that you and your family have access to clean drinking water no matter what. Let's explore some budget-friendly options. Water is essential for survival, so having a reliable storage solution is crucial. Start by calculating how much water your family will need for drinking, cooking, and hygiene during an emergency. The general rule of thumb is to store at least 1 gallon of water per person per day for at least 3 days. Instead of purchasing expensive water storage containers, consider repurposing clean, food-grade containers you already have at home, such as soda bottles, juice jugs, or milk cartons. Thoroughly clean and sanitize these containers before filling them with water. You can also use larger containers like 55-gallon drums or rain barrels to store larger quantities of water. Be sure to rotate your water supply regularly to ensure freshness and quality. By utilizing these cost-effective water storage solutions, you can ensure that you have an adequate supply of clean drinking water on hand without breaking the bank. Picture this. It's late at night, and you're fast asleep when suddenly you hear a strange noise outside your window. What do? Having peace of mind knowing that your home is secure can make all the difference in situations like these. Let's talk about some simple yet effective home security measures. Enhancing your home security doesn't have to be expensive. Start by conducting a thorough assessment of your home's vulnerabilities, such as weak locks, dark areas, or overgrown vegetation that could provide cover for intruders. Then, take simple but effective measures to address these issues. For example, reinforce door locks with longer screws or install deadbolts for added security. Consider installing inexpensive motion sensor lights around your property to illuminate dark areas and deter potential intruders. Trim back shrubbery and bushes near windows and doors to eliminate hiding spots. You can also use inexpensive window and door alarms or security cameras for added peace of mind. By taking these proactive measures, you can improve your home security without breaking the bank. Imagine this scenario. A natural disaster strikes, and you're separated from your family members. How do you ensure everyone's safety and stay connected during such chaotic times? That's when your emergency communication plan comes into play. Let's discuss how to stay in touch when it matters most. Establishing an emergency communication plan is essential for staying connected with your family during emergencies. Start by designating an out-of-town relative or friend as a central point of contact. This person can serve as a liaison between family members if local communication networks are disrupted. Make sure everyone in your household knows how to reach this contact and has their contact information stored in multiple locations, such as cell phones, wallets, and emergency kits. Additionally, establish alternative communication methods, such as text messaging, social media, or two-way radios, which may be more reliable during emergencies. Practice your communication plan regularly and update it as needed to ensure everyone knows what to do in case of an emergency. Close your eyes and imagine this. You're cooking dinner when suddenly a grease fire erupts on the stove. Panic sets in as smoke fills the air. But fear not. By implementing simple fire safety precautions, you can protect your home and loved ones from harm. Let's talk about how to prevent fires and what to do in case of an emergency. Protecting your home from fire hazards is crucial for your family's safety. Start by installing smoke alarms on every level of your home, including inside and outside of sleeping areas. Test your smoke alarms monthly and replace the batteries at least once a year. Consider upgrading to interconnected smoke alarms, which will all sound together if one detects smoke. Additionally, keep a fire extinguisher in the kitchen, garage, and other high-risk areas of your home. Make sure everyone in your household knows how to use a fire extinguisher properly. Develop a fire escape plan with your family and practice it regularly. Identify 2 ways out of every room and establish a designated meeting place outside. By taking these proactive measures, you can reduce the risk of fire-related injuries and property damage in your home. Imagine this. You wake up one morning to find a leaky faucet or a hole in the wall. Annoying, right? But what if I told you that you could fix these minor issues yourself without having to call a professional? Let's roll up our sleeves and talk about the empowering world of DIY home repairs. Learning basic home repair skills can save you money on costly repairs during emergencies. For instance, knowing how to fix a leaky faucet, repair a broken window, or patch a small hole in the wall can prevent further damage and expenses. Online tutorials and DIY workshops are great resources for acquiring these skills without spending a lot of money. Additionally, invest in a basic toolkit that includes essential tools like a hammer, screwdriver set, pliers, and tape measure. By having the right tools and knowledge, you can tackle minor home repairs quickly and efficiently, saving you both time and money in the long run. Close your eyes and picture this: a strong sense of camaraderie and solidarity within your neighborhood as everyone comes together to prepare for emergencies. Sounds reassuring, doesn't it? By collaborating with your community, you can amplify your preparedness efforts and build a stronger, more resilient neighborhood. Let's explore the power of community preparedness collaboration. Collaborating with neighbors or community groups can amplify your preparedness efforts while reducing individual costs. Start by reaching out to your neighbors to discuss common concerns and potential areas for collaboration. For example, you can organize a neighborhood preparedness meeting or block party to share information and resources. Consider creating a community tool-sharing program where neighbors lend tools and equipment to each other as needed. You can also share knowledge and skills within the community by hosting workshops or training sessions on topics such as first aid, emergency preparedness, or basic survival skills. By working together, you can leverage the strengths of your community to better prepare for and respond to emergencies. What if I told you that knowledge is your greatest asset in emergency situations? By educating yourself and your family about emergency preparedness, you can feel confident and empowered to handle whatever comes your way. Let's dive into the world of educational resources and equip ourselves with the tools we need to stay safe. Educating yourself and your family about emergency preparedness is one of the most valuable investments you can make. Start by familiarizing yourself with common types of emergencies and their potential impacts on your area. You can find free resources and educational materials from nonprofit organizations and online platforms. Take advantage of local workshops, seminars, and community events on emergency preparedness topics. By learning from experts and sharing knowledge with others, you can better prepare yourself and your family for any emergency situation that may arise. By prioritizing preparedness, Being resourceful and leveraging affordable solutions, you can ensure your family's safety and security without emptying your wallet. If you're wondering what foods you need to stockpile that will last a long time during such emergencies, be sure to click the video on screen now to learn more.